homicide, leaving 3 people dead.
These two separate investigations are unfolding tonight. Shots rang out overnight at a home on Coyle Street near Fenkell and Greenfield. Responding officers finding a man and a woman fatally shot in that house.
And this morning, a man accused of fatally shooting his girlfriend and barricading himself inside a Detroit home. That suspect now in police custody.
The tragedy and tense negotiations surrounding a home on Washburn near Santa Clara and Wyoming.
7 News Detroit reporter Sarah Michaels speaking with witnesses and neighbors who knew the couple, and she joins us from the city's west side.
Neighbors tell me that the suspect and the victim in this case were a couple. In fact, they said, quote, they seemed like the perfect couple. So naturally, they were shocked to hear gunshots ring out right here Friday morning.
We have a GNW female with it.
It was around 9:15 Valentine's Day morning when Detroit police were called to Washburn Avenue for a barricaded gunman.
Also, Rumford High School was around the corner. Let's get them notified as well.
Neighbors who were too scared to go on camera told me they called police after hearing this car crash into one of their homes, then shortly after hearing gunfire. The neighbors tell me when they walked outside, they saw someone that they recognized. The woman who lives in this house, deceased in the car, her boyfriend, peeking his head out their upstairs window. That's when they called 911.
The officers are talking to the guy in the front window upstairs, and he's armed. There's going to be a barricade.
Police then surrounded the home. Over the scanner, they talked about how the gunman's parents came to the scene.
Mom's coming around now in a blue Chevy Equinox.
Some neighbors who did not fear for their safety tell me that they watched all of this from down the street.
He told us that it was bullets flying and we had to stay down there.
As Valentine's Day morning came to an end, police confirmed that the woman in the car was deceased. Eventually, they were able to coax the gunman out of the home. He's now in custody.
We waited down there. We seen them bring him out of the house across the street.
Of course, we will continue to keep you updated as we learn more about what happened here Friday morning. On the city's west side, Sarah Michaels, 7 News.
You can see that was just a tragedy. The lady lost her life because her significant other was supposed to love on her on Valentine's Day. Instead, he took her life over a parents' argument that I guess couldn't be resolved, because instead of walking away from each other and letting cool heads prevail, this man gets into an argument with his significant other, steps out the car and opens fire on her while she's sitting in the car. The lady then, still conscious, still alive, tried to flee from her attack. She didn't get far. She got a couple of houses down. She lost control and the car crashed and hit a neighbor's porch. That's when, this is what they allege, he ran in the house, grabbed a shotgun, a rifle as they say, shotgun, came back outside and shot her in the head with the rifle. And then he later on called it, I did that to end her suffering. Well, you gotta understand, if you wouldn't have shot in the first place, we wouldn't even be in this situation, so she wouldn't even been suffering in the first place. If you will let cool heads prevail after the argument that they had. They don't get into the specifics of the argument, and I'm quite sure he's gonna try to downplay it to make himself look good, because at the end, she's not around to speak for herself. He killed her on the scene. It's a tragedy what's going on, and I don't understand why males think it's acceptable to harm and kill females. I have never, since calling myself a media journalist, I've never heard of so many killings of females from males. That's just crazy to me. Me growing up, you might have heard it here and there, but it wasn't big on that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, didn't too many males kill females like that. You know what I'm saying? It seems like every other week now we hearing about a different murder of somebody's significant other harming them or trying to take their life. And I hate to say it, and we're going to pray for this lady and her family, that, they able to recover from this loss. And to the next one, you guys, because at the end of the day, it be like that. To the next one.